Everybody, it's OMAD Caroline. If you don't know me, OMAD stands for one meal a day, and I have been doing one meal a day since May of 2019. And when I had started in May 2019, I was weighing about 235-ish pounds. My highest weight ever in my life, that I know of, was about 247. But when I started this journey, I weighed about 235 and have been doing one meal a day since. And currently, I am in the upper 150s. I sometimes teeter into the lower 160s. So I got a little ways to go, but not too worried about it. I feel healthy and fit. But I often get emails asking how to start OMAD. And I know there's a lot of videos out there on how to, and this is what you need to do. You need to work your way down to OMAD. You need to, just jump into OMAD. So I have to tell you guys, that is a question that only you can answer, all right? And I just figured I'm going to make a video because I got another email about this and I feel like I am a broken record to myself rewriting the same thing. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to make a video and then I can just link it if somebody emails. So I decided to do OMAD because I've had a past history of doing very successful diets. So I have done Weight Watchers, I lost 50 pounds on Weight Watchers. I have done Jenny Craig. I have done like all low carb, never quite keto, but once in a while I think about that. But anyways, so I have done about every single diet successfully. I have successfully lost weight. I believe anything works if you stick with it and can do it. The problem is the stick. I cannot stick with it. I would end up going off of it, go back to my old habits, and gain all the weight back. So I was a serial dieter. I was a yo-yo dieter like crazy. So I had given a kidney in 2016, December of 2016, and I had to lose 50 pounds to give that. I did that, and then I gained it all back, you guys, almost all of it back. And when I went to the doctor was like, listen, your enzymes, your potassium, all this stuff is not looking good. So it was giving signs that my organs were not functioning properly. And my doctor knew that it was probably because of all the excess weight and what I was eating. So I was talking to my son one day and he was like, Mom, you should really try intermittent fasting. It can heal your body. Fasting is amazing if you really check it out on how when you get into autophagy, it's very healing, gives your body time to filter out what it needs, and also it'll help me drop some weight. So him and I talked and I started looking into it. My son never really did OMAD. He was always a warrior guy. Like he always did the 4 hour window. So he'd have a healthy snack and then he would have his meal. But I started thinking about myself and how I behave. And I am a grazer, you guys. I graze, 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 graze. Like I am a grazer throughout the day. So I knew that if I gave myself like a 6 hour window, a 4 hour window, I was probably going to be in panic mode and just grazing. And I knew that was going to be a problem for me. So a lot of times when I send back an email, I said, it really depends on your willpower. And the people that have the bigger eating windows, like the 4 hour eating window and 6 hour eating window, I feel have more willpower if they can stick with no snacking than I do at OMAD, if that makes sense. So that is why I picked OMAD. I knew I did not have the willpower to stick to just meals. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to give myself a choice to overindulge. And that is why I, did OMAD. It was more of a safety precaution for me. So you have to ask yourself, do you have the willpower in your intermittent fasting window to not graze the whole time and not snack the whole time. And if you think that you don't have the willpower and you think you will be a grazer, maybe you should start out with a little bit smaller window. I'm telling you, I think it takes less willpower to not eat, and stick and keep within that eating window than it does to stop yourself from grazing. I mean, that's how I feel. So, yeah, so those of you who give props to people who OMAD stuff like that, trust me, it's really not about super willpower. It's about um, making sure we're setting ourselves up for success, because our willpower for not snacking the whole time is the issue. All right. So, yeah. So, props to those of you who have a bigger eating window and can stop yourself from grazing. I still have issues. Like when I open up my window, I find myself snacking and grazing. Like it's bad. So, yeah. So, that's one thing. So, make sure you ask yourself, can the window I create, can I stick with just meals and not be snacking? All right. So, the next thing is the window that you pick is going to affect the results on the scale. So you have to ask yourself, can I be patient? Can I be patient with my body? Your body, when you start intermittent fasting and you're overweight, your body's out of whack. Your hormones aren't functioning right. So it's going to take a little time to, your body to get with the program and actually trust yourself. So you need to be patient with the scale. Now, a smaller window, is probably going to give you bigger benefits when it comes to the scale. And I suffered jumping right into OMAD. It was tough for like probably 3 weeks to a month. And but the results on the scale kind of spurred me to keep going. All right. So you have to ask yourself, with the window I choose, am I going to be patient with my body and patient with the results I see on the scale? All right. And then last but not least, you guys, I ended up choosing OMAD as my lifestyle. Once in a while, I'll go off and have a bigger window, like if we're going on vacation and that. I'm cool with that. I'll do that just because I have this tool that I know that is not my life. I'm just having a time where I'm a little bit more laid back, but I'm going to jump right back into my OMAD lifestyle and everything will get back to normal. So the biggest thing is, whatever you're choosing, is it something you can do for a life, for the rest of your life? Is this something that is going to be something you can maintain? Because if it isn't, it's just going to be another diet. If I got off OMAD, I'm pretty sure I would gain weight back, you guys. I am pretty sure, because I'm going to go back to my old ways. So it's just going to fall into the category of all the other diets I did, Weight Watchers, whatever, because I'm the one failing the lifestyle. So most diets and different things that you do, it's not the diet that is the issue, it's you failing to make it a lifestyle change. So you have to ask yourself, what I'm choosing, is this a lifestyle change? Because we are all creatures of habit and we're going to go back to our old ways. So when I open, like I said, when I open my window, I find myself grazing. So I know that I would gain the weight back if I did not stick with my OMAD lifestyle. So yeah, so ask yourself, is this a lifestyle you can stick with? All right. So think about that, you guys. Sorry I can't give you a step by step of what to do. I just think it's unique. And I think every person's unique and every person's level of willpower in different areas is different. So you've got to look at yourself and see what is going to best work for you. There is no cookie cutter way to do OMADs. There's no 5 steps, 10 steps. There's nothing like that. If you can go ahead and jump on how somebody else did it, but if it is not truly internalized and working for you, you're going to fail it. You're going to fail it and gain it back. So yeah, so ask those questions, and I hope this video made sense and helps you out. All right, bye.